All right, guys, I'm out here at the hangar working on a project that I've been contemplating for a long time. Having heat issues with this cylinder right here. So, as you can tell, I'll look at it a little bit better here. This nostril is smaller than this one. But I think it has more to do with the rotation of the prop this way. Really? Not cooling this in a climb because of the direction of the prop and the taper of the prop right here before it blades out. So as you see my markings here, I've got to take off a big chunk around. Pains me to even mark on this, but it's got to be done. So in order to match, even though this one's not having any heat issues, you know, even in climb it does pretty well, but I want it to match the look. So it's going to have a little bit of a taper out here from here, almost straight out, instead of this real sharp taper that you can see from above here. It's going to kind of come straight out this way and have a bigger opening there. Now I have to cut, and it's gonna pain me to do it, but it's gotta be done. I've got this epoxy that's supposed to take about 12 hours to harden. Whoa. Oh man. And luckily I have just finished up this one. Had not gotten started on this side, but I had plenty of epoxy to do both of them. So the epoxy just lit, boom, started smoking, hardened up. It's supposed to take about 12 hours and we're about, I don't know, an hour into it, not even that. Luckily, so I'm not sure how quick this is gonna harden and if I'm gonna be able to manipulate it at all at this point. The fiberglass is on, 3 layers of both coarse and fine fiberglass. So we have our coarse here, which gives it some really good strength, and then the fine weave gives it a little bit more detail. And unfortunately, with what we were doing here, it was a lot of detail stuff. Lots of corners, lots of edges, a lot of contours, which essentially makes it really, really difficult to keep all the creases out. So we're gonna put some wax paper on, see if we can't get it a little bit smoother and go from there. Oh, we've got about 12 hours into this project. Oh, probably more than that. I don't even want to know, honestly. But making some progress, that's for sure. Next step is to sand, bondo, sand, bondo, sand, bondo, and then split. That's gonna be the trick, is to split it back open again. So we'll have to make a cut. Once this is all trimmed off, sanded off, bonded off, we're gonna have to cut this again right along the line. All right, guys, this is what, day 3 of the project. And the plan today is to trim all of this, if you can see. We got to trim all of this back around and off and not peel it off of where it's already set into the existing cowling. And once that's done, we got to start sanding and Bondo, body fill, that kind of stuff, and get it looking good before we split it. We'll have to split it again. Right. Well, progress. It's getting there. It's actually looking better and better. Lots of sanding. Lots of sanding. This side still needs some fiberglass fill in here. Here. One little divot here. And down underneath, you can't tell, but here there's a little divot as well. All right, end of day 3 working on it. Probably about 4, 5, 6 hours on it today. A lot of progress, but a lot to go. This Bondo glass right here has not, it's a little tacky still, so I gotta let it sit. And I don't have the energy to keep going and wait for it to set and then come back and sand it, so I am gonna call it for the night. With that, we'll call another day done and we'll check on it on day 4. All right, guys, it's about midnight, Monday night, day, I don't know, what is it, day 5 on this project? But we're getting to the point where it was time to get it a little bit cleaned up. There was so much sanding dust everywhere. So there it is back there. So it's cleaned up now. Let's take a peek and see what kind of progress we've made and how much we have to go still. So I think this is a couple of layers of Bondo. The darker red, like you can see here, this darker red is some glazing compound. It works better for just small pinholes. Of course, the lighter pink is the Bondo itself. The dark is that fiberglass fill underneath fiberglass, because I think that's actually tucked underneath from here. It's getting pretty smoothed out. The transitions and the blends are getting to the point where you can't, I mean, it's an obvious line, but you can't feel it. So once it's painted, you won't see it. So it's blended pretty well. I actually really like the looks of it, better than the old looks, actually. I think we'll be ready to split it open maybe, tomorrow's Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I'm hoping Wednesday, Thursday, split it. And then it's time to get the paint booth out and paint.